How's it going, y'all? Robbie with Golf Course Cuts here. You know, I'm starting to get immune to these Mondays. Like, I don't know how everybody else Mondays be going, but I have learned that my Mondays, I'm almost expecting something, and I know. I'm speaking things into existence. But how do I speak something to existence that was already existing? You feel me? So, without further ado, let me get this thing rolling. So, I wake up early this morning, right? And I come out to crank my car up. Get it warmed up, so I can get my daughter to school this morning. Car dead. Battery gone. So I'm like, all right, no worries. I got time. So I get my battery pack out, go out there, put it on charge. I get her running. Cool. Car running. Get her to school, come back home. All right, cool. I'm back at home. I got a little bit more time to go before daylight hit, before I start rolling again. I get changed over, get them, strap up, boots, pants. Can you see it? Hold on. Let me wipe that off so you can see it. GCK in the building. Let's go. Get to the first yard. Drop the gate. Set my cone out. Turn my tunes on. Get on the 60. Nothing. 60 is gone, y'all. And I said, okay, all right. It is what it is. No worries. I might have left it on by accident or something happened. Whatever reason, the battery's dead. So I get the 42. I grab the jumper cables, hook it up. Boom. 60 back up and running. Bag off. Cutting the yard. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm cutting the yard, so the battery can't be that bad, Probably just a small drain. So I get done doing the yard. Now I can't even talk. This yard, Jesus, Lord have mercy. It's one of them days. So I get done cutting the yard. I'm, trimming, edging, everything, right? And this yard, not just this yard, but pretty much most of my yards have been horrible because, we've had an early spring. So I normally don't start this early. But nonetheless, so after I'm done trimming everything, like there's a whole bunch of extra debris and, all the overgrown. I don't, if anybody has been following me long enough, understands I do not like a yard to be left looking disgusting. I can't stand it. I think it's, if you go out and you do a yard and you trim, you edge, and you cut, right? Now the yard is clean, edges are crisp, and you blow everything off, but like around the house and flower beds or whatever, and it still got a whole lot of extra debris, like the overgrown stuff still. Don't do that. Don't do that. That is, if I catch you in my area doing that, I'm gonna say something. So I said, okay, cool. I shut the 60 down, went and grabbed my backpack blower, came back, and then I blew all of the debris away from the house and away from all the obstacles and stuff, got it back in the yard, and I was gonna go back over it one more time and get it all cleaned up, because that's how I like doing things. We're talking golf course cuts. So if anybody ever go to a golf course, you tell me, when have you ever seen it looking raggedy? You don't. Therefore, GCK doesn't leave their properties raggedy. So I blow see, excuse me, pollen. I'm getting worked up. Okay, all right, I'm back. Sorry. So I blow everything away, I get back on the 60. 60 dead again. I said, this is not what we about to do today. No, we're not doing this thing. So I get the 42, drag her down, jump start to 60, get them both back on. Cool. I said, all right, this is what we got to do today. So I finished that yard up. Now, my schedule was very, very light today. Anyway, that was a property I was trying to get last week, but time just didn't work it into the schedule. So I had that, and then I had to go to the waterfront, handle a couple things over there. So I get to the waterfront property, and I'm gonna have to show you guys this. I should have showed you that on the last video when I was over there. I'll show it to you when I go over there next week. But there's a path behind the Lelands, and so I kind of maintain that, but I don't. But I do. It's a long story with that whole situation. I'm not about to get into that right now. But anyway, my goal was to get the 42 and cut it, because it's got a lot of weeds and stuff. And so what happens is all the weeds and all that stuff eventually starts blowing and germinating into the hybrid Bermuda. And so that's kind of why I kind of keep that area nice and low and neat, and so that doesn't cause problems. Well, get over there, 60 dead again. Okay, so I said, fine, I'll go ahead and jump start it, because I don't want to use my 60 in there, because there's a lot of extra little stuff. And the 42, that one's, well, this one, it gets banged up from time to time, and I'm cool with that. I don't like it, but I'd rather get the 42 to get banged up than to have the 60. I go to crank up the 42 dead, y'all. So now I got the 42 dead on my trailer. I got the 60 dead on my trailer. So I said, all right, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to swing it. So I grabbed my 2620, fill her with some gas, make sure the yarn is good, and I get out there and I get to swinging, and I'm swinging. And I run out of gas. It's a lot of wheat. Like it's a lot. I get it all swung, and then I go to get my backpack blower and blow all the debris towards the actual tree line, because I gotta come back now and I gotta spray that whole path with weed killer and all that stuff, so that we can keep this stuff down and contained. Backpack blower doesn't want to crank up. And so now I'm sitting here like, who spoke against me? Which one of you people spoke against me? It's not one of y'all. I know it's not one of y'all. It better not be not one of y'all. Let me find out it's one of y'all. I'm gonna go and talk to my Jesus here later on and find out who was talking against me. And I hope it's not one of you. So I'm pulling. She just doesn't want to turn. So I'm like, well, forget it. I'm just going to spray. I'm like, well, I don't want to spray over it, because now I'm spraying cut weeds, and it's not really getting to the rooty tooties. So I end up taking the rake and raking. That's not what this was supposed to be about. But nonetheless, got it out of the way, got it sprayed. We got home. So now I have to go to the store. I have to get 1 battery, 2 batteries, 3 batteries, and more than I'm thinking it's probably there was some dirt or something that got in the car, so I'm about to break the backpack blower down and do a carb clean, and probably go ahead and put a new spark plug on, or all that fancy stuff, and hopefully we will be good, because I just put fresh blades on both of these. So I guess it was kind of a gift and a curse, because it wouldn't have made no sense to put the 42 up there with some fresh blades, even though I really only have a handful of yards that utilizes the 42, but nonetheless, who wants to tear up a fresh set of blades? You don't have to. So that has been my day. I hope everybody else has been having a better day, because my Monday, and not on top of the fact, I probably had about 8, I think I had 8 or 10, somewhere around there. I'm gonna say 10 on the high side. Customers reach out to me and was like, hey, my yard looking crazy, you up and running? So, it's a lot of pressure on me right now. It's a lot of pressure. Because normally yard don't need to be this bad this early in the season, but unfortunately we had an early spring, so everybody's yard looking stupid. Oh, but I love it though. I love it because it is money time. Yes, it's time to go get that money. So I'm about to go handle all this stuff, because tomorrow I got a full day. Matter of fact, the rest of the week I got a full day. I do have a few more customers to reach out to go ahead and set them in my slots for this week, and this week will be set, and then I gotta finish working on my next week schedule, to get everybody settled into their days, and who and what and where. Y'all know all that funny stuff. So I got a mixture of bi-weekly and weekly customers. It's just how it works down here. I'll make another video about bi-weekly and weekly, because I've been noticing some things in our community about that bi-weekly weekly customer situation. So stay tuned. I'll be bringing a video about that and my 2 cents on how to handle that. So it's your boy Robbie, Golf Course Cuss. We catch you on the next one.